Hey guys, Alpha 9 here. Welcome to this Gray Zone Warfare video. And in this video, I'm gonna talk about how to build your weapon. Let's check vendors. When you start with this game, your vendors will be low level. They start with level 1, and you need to get reputation to level them up to level 2, 3, 4, and So when you start, you're gonna be able to buy basic weapons. Yeah, they are not bad, and you can do them better or put better parts on them to improve the weapon. Let's check this M4 or CQA1. This is not an M4, this is an M4. When you start with your CQA1, of course, this is gonna be one of the options when it comes to weapons, because while you are in the open world, you might find a better weapon. Let me show you. For example, you can find some decent weapon like this one here. This is a CQA1 and this is a CQA1. The difference here that this guy is using 20-inch barrel. This one is using 14.5. Main key when it comes to the weapons barrel is check out the stats. The 20-inch will give us muzzle velocity almost 20, accuracy is 1.37. The 14.5 will give us muzzle velocity minus 4. Means that it's a shorter range and the accuracy is so high. Let me explain the weapon stats first. Each weapon will has its own stats. Check this out. This has accuracy, recoil control, muzzle device efficiency, muzzle velocity, reload speed. Of course, there are more stats like my weapon here. We got loudness reduction. This comes with the silencer, and ergonomics, which is for how much stamina will be drained when you are aiming. Now, all of them, but not the accuracy, all of them, the higher number, the better. But for the accuracy, the lower number is the better. Keep this in mind when you set components or parts on your weapon. Of course, fire rate is standard, but some pieces might give you also a better fire rate. So let's check Gunny here and see what barrels, for example, he's selling. We have one here, which is the 10.5 inches, and we got the 14.5 inches, and we got the 16 inches. Check out the difference. Let's start from the 10. We got minus 10% muzzle velocity and 3.89 accuracy. For the 14 inches 0.5, it's gonna be minus 4 muzzle velocity and 4.18 accuracy. This is too much. For the 16-inch, we get 8% plus muzzle velocity and 1.83 accuracy. As you can see, each barrel here has its own stats, and each also got its own pros and cons. Let me explain. Now, the longer the barrel, the more distance that you need between you and the cover to be able to aim. This is one of those issues where you find yourself in a situation that you can't aim at the enemy when you are behind a cover. The shorter the barrel, the better to aim when it comes to peeking from a cover. Keep this in mind. Let's check different parts. This is my weapon basically, and here I'm using the 18-inch barrel. Why? Because it gives me 1.82 accuracy and 11.6 muzzle velocity. Now, it's good, but as I said, I will need a bit of distance between me and the cover to be able to aim. So you need to take this slowly, especially if you are new to the game, and find your sweet spot to be able to play in a way that you don't get shot while behind a cover and you can't aim. Let's go to the vendor here and go to Gunny. And for example, let's check the stocks. Let's check this one. This one. This one is the basic one. Let's check this one here. And the final one is the nylon, this one. So, okay. For example, when you purchase the CQA1, this is the basic one that will be on the weapon, which will gives you minus 4% recoil control. So, of course not. Once you purchase the weapon, make sure that you change this. I don't know which level gunny will be when you can purchase a different one, but I'm just showing you the difference. So even if you have a weapon that you found out in the open world, you can use its parts on your weapon. Of course, it should be the same kind weapon. I mean, M4s or CQ, something like that. The AR-15 Archangel low profile buttstock will give you weapon handling 6%. The nylon stock will give you recoil control out of 2% and weapon handling 2%. And for the MOE stock will give you 6 of each. 6% recoil control, 6% weapon handling. Now, I believe that this one will be at gunny level 3 or 4. But of course, you can find it out in the open world when you loot stuff. So keep this in mind. What else we can do? Of course, this applies for every weapon in the game. The MP5, the AKs, the snipers, all this kind of stuff. This is another example. If we check the gas blocks here, this is the standard gas block that will come with a weapon. Muzzle device efficiency is -2. This is very bad. And this JPGS 10D will give you muzzle device efficiency plus 7% and fire rate 6%. So you need to check your weapon now and then to see, and also check the vendors to see if you can purchase a better stuff to put on your weapon to improve it. So basically, guys, this is it for today's video. I hope you find it useful. If you have any questions, any tips, any comment, just leave it below. And until next time, stay safe, keep playing, and we'll see you the next one. Peace.